What I want to do in this video is get some practice building an important skill, being able to look at some algebra that has happened and see whether it is correct. And this is valuable. You might look at other people's work. You might look at your own work and be able to tell, well, hey, did I do that right? And where did the logic maybe broke down, or why am I not getting the answer that I think I should get? So let's get some practice here. So I have an equation 9 times, and then in parentheses 2x plus 1/3 is equal to 39. And then someone has worked it out. This is step 1, step 2, and step 3. They get to the solution x equals 2. What I want you to do is pause this video and figure out, is this solution correct? Did all of the steps they do, did they make logical sense? Do they make algebraic sense? Or did they make a mistake in one of these steps? And if so, which of these steps did they make a mistake in? All right, so let's just work through this problem and see if all of these steps are reasonable. So in this first step, they went from, let's see, they got an 18x here. So it looks like they distributed the 9. So 9 times 2x would be 18x. And then, of course, you would also have to do 9 times 1/3. 9 times 1/3 would be 9/3, or 3. So that seems reasonable, and you still have a 39 here on the right-hand side. So step 1 checks out. Now let's see, what did they do over here? Over on after step 1, or at this stage, you had 18x plus 3, and then over here you only have 18x. So they must have subtracted 3 from the left-hand side to get rid of this 3. So they subtracted 3 from the left-hand side. Well, if they subtract 3 from the left-hand side, they also need to subtract 3 from the right-hand side. And it looks like they did. 39 minus 3 is 36. So that step checks out. And so you have 18x is equal to 36. And so to solve for x, you would just want to divide both sides by 18. So you would get x is equal to 36 over 18, or 2. So all of these steps check out. And so this is there's no problem here, no mistake. And you can verify that x does indeed equal 2. Let's do some more questions, or see if we can identify more errors, or maybe no errors. All right, we have 8/3 is equal to 3 times c plus 5/3, and we want to solve for c. Pause the video and see if any of these mistakes are or if any of these steps are incorrect, or maybe there's no mistake at all. All right, let's go step by step. So in step 1, kept the left-hand side the same. The right-hand side, let's see, you go from 3 times this to 3c. So it looks like they're distributing the 3. So 3 times c is indeed 3c. And then you want to distribute 3 times 5/3. Well, it's going to be 5. That's not going to be 5/3. This thing right over here, this thing needs to be 5, not 5/3. So that is not correct. So step 1 is where we have the problem. Let's keep going. So let's do one more of these. I find this strangely entertaining. All right, this is a little bit simpler. 1/4 r plus 2 is equal to 10. And then they immediately go from that to just 1/4 r. So they got rid of this 2 on the left-hand side. Well, to do that, you could subtract 2 from the left, but of course you would also have to do that from the right-hand side. And so you get 1/4 r plus 2 minus 2. That would just be 1/4 r. So that the left-hand side makes sense. 10 minus 2 is not 12. 10 minus 2 is 8. This right over here should be 8. They added 2 on the right-hand side. They subtracted 2 on the left-hand side, and they added 2 on the right-hand side. Then the equality wouldn't hold anymore. So you definitely have an error. Step 1 is not correct.